All right, all right. We are live. Welcome back to the live stream, everyone. Happy Tuesday. I hope that your week is going well. I hope that you guys had yesterday off for MLK Day. And I am happy to see you here live. What's up, Bree Hive? I am Boss Attorney Bree. And here on this channel, we cover trademark law, copyright law, and celebrity lawsuits, and really whatever else the heck we want to cover. In my day-to-day life, I do family law, trademark law, and other types of business law. So if you guys are interested in those kind of topics, make sure you subscribe if you're not already, or hit the like button, or do both, actually. I am happy to be back here, you guys. It was a long weekend. How was your weekend? Did you guys have a 3-day weekend, or did you not get Monday off? How was your weekend? Mine was very long, relaxing. I did some winter cleaning. Would it be winter cleaning? Is it still winter? Yeah, it's winter right now, right? So did some cleaning. House is happy and I am happy. So I'm happy to be back here live streaming. I had a court hearing this morning. Freaking the traffic was horrible, but we got there, we got it done. Didn't get exactly what we wanted, but it's ongoing, right? So, other than that, that's how I'm doing today. We got a couple of different things we're gonna dive into. There were just too many headlines for me to really decide from, and I didn't have that much time to get this live stream together. So I thought instead of canceling, I would just do kind of like a headlines and what does Hogue Law do? The headline show. I forget what his title is, but I decided to do something like that today just so that we could have some type of content and to kind of look at some of the lawsuits that are going on that we may cover in depth on this channel, but just didn't have the opportunity to do it today. So I hope you guys like the articles. Heck, I hope I like the articles because I did not read them all the way. So I hope they are saying exactly what I think they're saying. But we're going to jump into it, enjoy it today. Let me check out who is here watching live. If you are watching live and you haven't commented yet, go ahead and drop your comments so that we can say hello. Like I said, let us know how your week is going. Let us know what your plans are for this weekend. You know, we're a big hive, a community out here. So we like to know what's going on with you guys. All right. We have Elizabeth Carmichael. Welcome back to the live stream saying hi, Bree and Bree Hive. Hello. We have Carrie Todd saying hi, Bree. Hello, friends. Hello. Welcome back to the live stream. A member of the channel. We have Marianne Williams, a member of the channel and a supporter of other members of the channel, saying hi, Bree and Bree Hive, using one of the emojis that StreamYard does not let us see, but that comes with your membership. So thank you for supporting. We have Robin Bliss saying hello, Miss Boss. Hello, welcome to the live stream. Nice to see you. Cardoba82 saying greetings to the Bree Hive and to our Queen Bree. Hello, welcome back to the live stream. We are happy to have you back here. We have Cap saying hello, Bree. Hello, welcome back. We have Elizabeth Carmichael saying good weekend, not off yesterday, but had my niece's family birthday party. Okay, that sounds fun. I like birthday parties and I like cake, so I probably would have been the first person at the cake table. I hope it was a good time. Marianne said, hang out in headlines. Yes, that's what it's called for a whole law. And now people are putting it different ways. I don't know which order it is, but it is one of these headlines and hangouts or hangouts and headlines. Is a Hogue Law show. And then did you guys see that he is out, or is he out of the hospital, or just access to his phone now, but he's doing better enough to be talking to us on the internet. And so if you guys didn't know, he did have a GoFundMe up. I'm not quite sure if it's still up. I know they far exceeded their goals. So if you guys want to support him and his journey back to health, then make sure to check out that GoFundMe. It's on a bunch of people Twitters. I don't think I've retweeted it yet, but I definitely need to. I avoided social media this weekend, as I do. We have Skisi saying, Marianne is right. I said it backwards. Okay. Everybody, hang out in headlines for Hogue Law. Yep. Okay, Robin Bliss says, I appreciate the nod to our missing Hogue Law. I miss him. Yes, of course. Yeah, we're happy to have him back tweeting, ready to hear what he has to say and his experience of what he's been going through. Robin Bliss says, "Ooh, birthday cake, yum, that does sound good." But I'm supposed to be on a diet. I'm supposed to be on a diet so I can look wonderful in my wedding dress coming up here. Robin said he's in rehab. Okay, I know he got the bed. I didn't know if he actually transitioned out. So that is a good update. Cece said he is in rehab / therapy, assisted living place thingy. Okay, that's a good description too. Elizabeth says out of the hospital in inpatient rehab, GoFundMe is still live. Yep, sounds good. And typo, sorry, no problem. Yep. So it is still up. So I will make sure to share it when I get off of here because, like I said, I just avoided the internet this weekend. So I didn't tweet anything really, but that I was going live today. So yeah, if you guys are supporters of Hogue Law, if you can't donate, just watch some videos and let the ads play because that also helps him out. And even if you have the YouTube premium, still watch videos because he'll still get a cut of that. All right. So today, like I said, we have a bunch of different stories. I don't know where you guys would like to start with. So we have a couple of stories. I will go ahead and list some of the key players in the stories. We have one with Flo Rida, who is suing Celsius energy drink. How many of you guys drink energy drinks? I don't. I don't know. They have a weird, funny taste to me. So let me know if you guys drink them, if you like them. I heard they're pretty bad for you, but what in this United States is not bad for us to consume at this point other than vegetables? And even those might be a little questionable since they're genetically modifying vegetables, allegedly. Well, not allegedly, they admit to it. So let me know if you guys like energy drinks. So he has a lawsuit with them, non-payment. We have Dr. Dre. Who is he having a feud with? Green. I don't know who Green would be, but it's a copyright feud. I don't know if an actual lawsuit has been filed, but there is that story. I didn't have time to look into everything that one was going through. We have something else. What is this one? Because we got ads popping up. We don't want any ads. Go away, ads. Okay, you're not going to go away. All right. So we also have a story. Where's the title to this one? Live Nation is sued again. Our good friends over at Live Nation that's always doing something crazy. Are they the ones also involved in the Ticketmaster scandal? I think so, with Taylor Swift, right? Live Nation, there's another lawsuit with Drakeo, the ruler's death. I have no idea what that is, so we will be learning that together. But it sounds like something right up our lane because Live Nation, along with our good friend Kim Kardashian, is always being sued. So let's talk about them too. And then we got Tom Brady. Tom Brady is apparently, what does it say? Apparently lost an ungodly amount of money in the FTX crash, which I believe is crypto. Don't quote me on that. Or no, wait. Is it crypto? Is FTX crypto? Well, yep, crypto. All right, yep, it's crypto. So he lost some money in crypto. We'll get into that. And then also, guys, let me know if you heard of any of these cases because they all just kind of popped up for me. And I was like, oh, that sounds interesting. That sounds interesting. Oh, that also sounds interesting. So let me know if you guys heard about it. Most of them are pretty new articles, so I don't know exactly when everything came out, but they are some pretty new things that have come up. Another thing that we have that has come up today is that Trump's deposition was unsealed in the E. Jean Carroll defamation suit. I have not been keeping up with that. Have you guys been keeping up with that? I would love to see how Trump answers questions in a deposition. This was in a federal case, so I most likely will get these documents to break down or at least go through some of the things that he said. I don't know exactly what kind of defamation she's suing over, but I would love to see how the I can't say the word of the person that types out these depositions, but how they typed out Trump's responses, if he was elusive, if he responded to things. I would definitely love to look into that. But we don't have it today, but we're going to look at what an article is saying about it. And then the last thing that we have is TJ Holmes and Amy Robach. Is it Robach or Robach? I don't know that lady. But they lawyer up for a possible lawsuit stating that race could be a factor. If you guys don't know who I'm talking about, there's some news people. What channel are they on? I forget what channel. ABC, I think. On ABC, allegedly having an alleged affair, even though I know the man is married. I don't really know if the woman is married, but they're working together and allegedly having some type of affair. And they're basically saying that they are lawyering up for some civil rights issues just in case they are fired. And then they're going to pull the race card. I don't know how that's going to play out. So this is going to be a live reaction to this article, especially because I'm trying to figure out how they're going to put the race card into their affair, alleged affair. Okay, so let me check out what the chat is saying. Let me know if you guys heard of these cases. Those are the 6 that I have to go over today. Let me know if there's any of those that interest you more than the others. If not, I'm probably just going to go in the order that I just read it out on. Okay, so let's see. Where we at? Where are we at? Okay, Robin Bliss says, smart to take a break from the internet. Good for you, mental health. Yes, exactly. I zenned out this weekend. I was not worried about anything. And it was met with a lot of drama, driving to the court, being in the court. I'm just happy that the judge didn't hold us to the last case today. So that was the best part of today's hearing. But yes, definitely breaks from social media. But that's slightly a lie because I watch TikTok. I don't know if I consider TikTok a social media because you can just like blank your brain out and watch the silliness that people post. I need to post more on TikTok, actually. Marianne Williams says, nope, I stick to chai tea. That is good. Sounds healthier than the energy drink, huh? Elizabeth Carmichael says, I used to drink them more when I was younger. Drink them now on a rare occasion. Yeah, my fiance will drink them, but I don't know. They just taste funny to me. I don't like it. I don't know. I'm like very particular on like texture and taste of things. I love to eat, I love to snack, but energy drinks is just one thing I never got into. And also, people find it very surprising. I also don't drink coffee. And people ask me, like, how did you make it through law school not drinking coffee? And I'm just like, I don't know. I just did it. I never knew the effects of coffee, so I didn't know that I needed it. So I'm happy that I didn't start. Mm-hmm. So people always find that weird because people feel like lawyers drink coffee a lot. Skisi says, I have ADHD. Red Bull puts me right to sleep. Really? I thought it was supposed to give you energy, not make you go to sleep. Cheryl Reed, a member of the channel, saying, hello, Bree in chat. Good evening. Nice to have you back here. Aziz Seltzer saying, here. Hi, hello, welcome back. Danny Corey saying, yes. As far as energy drinks, is that what the yes is to? Cardova 82 says, hi there to Cheryl Reed. Welcome and good to see you. Yes, of course. Kat says, I used to in college, and I think we're referring to the energy drinks. I have friends who work for Red Bull and Monster, so it was always free and always in their backpacks. Now only when I'm extremely desperate. Yeah. I can't remember exactly what effect it has on you, but I know they say that's really bad for you, and so is vaping. But like I said, what's not bad for us right now in America, in life at this point, to consume, because there's so many things with so many products in it that's not good for us. So is energy drinks worse than soda? I don't know. But apparently Celsius, which is one of the more popular ones, or maybe they just more recently became popular. I'm surprised to see that they're not paying. They're not paying Flo Rida. I didn't know Flo Rida was that relevant anymore, but I feel like we cover another. No, we didn't cover another case on him last year. But yeah, I didn't know that he was relevant enough to get sponsorships. But maybe that's my fault and why I don't have any sponsorships, because I'm not relevant. I'm not relevant enough to get sponsorships. How are you gonna try to talk about a celebrity? You're not a celebrity. Whatever. It's okay. Moving on. Okay. Cardova says to Z Seltzer, how are you? Great to see you. Nice welcoming in the chat. You guys are so friendly. Elizabeth Carmichael said, Rob Long Lumber has been covering the Sam Bankman Fried and FTX. Not sure about this exact case with Brady, but he was the face of FTX. Yes, so I see like a lot of people covering it, but I know it's so technical. I don't want to jump into it because I won't know what I'm talking about. I really won't know what I'm talking about. I'll probably just be reacting on the crazy stuff the stuff that sounds crazy to me. But yeah, I know Rob has been covering it and he would be a better person to listen to than me. You would just be listening to me listen to my own voice if I covered those cases. Cardoba 82 says Flo Rida case is fascinating one for me. Yes, like I said, I didn't know he was still that relevant, but maybe it's me. Maybe I don't keep up with the coolness. And for those of you who do not know who Flo Rida is, he is a rapper that was popular like what in the 2000s, early 2000s or so. That's why I'm saying I didn't know he was still relevant to get sponsorships. But again, I don't have any sponsorships. So who am I to talk? Robin Bliss says the whole crypto thingy gives me a headache. I get that a lot of people got screwed, but the specific details are all in foreign language to me. Same here. And the thing is that everyone thought they were going to get rich quick. And some people did get rich quick. Do they really understand how they got rich? Probably not. Do I understand how they got rich? Definitely not. But it is a foreign language, the crypto. And then like whatever happened to NFTs? Are we still talking about NFTs? Do you guys remember that? Like that was all the hype. What last year around this time? NFTs were the hype. Everyone's like, get you an NFT. We covered a couple of cases that involved trademark and copyright in NFTs. Remember our fuzzy Birkins? Yeah. What happened to those? What happened to the NFTs? Are people still pushing that to make young people think they can make money fast off of that, or is that one gone too? Crypto and NFTs, they rose and they fell. Kinlan says, good evening, everyone. Hello, Kinlan. Nice to have you back here in the live stream. We have Danny Corey saying yes to FTX being crypto. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. I was like, there's so many acronyms. I'm like, is this one one of those? Kat says, RB's supposed to give you wings. Arby. Oh, Red Bull. Yeah, Red Bull gives you wings. Yep. Trademarks. Yeah, that's the one that my fiance would drink that one, but I don't know. He always tries to offer it to me because he drinks it like at night when we're out. He doesn't want to drink alcohol. He'll drink Red Bull and he'll try to give it to me. Like, I don't want that. I don't want that. Give me a shot or something. Kim Farham says, to Robin, definitely a foreign language. I'm so lost with the crypto. That one should be pretty quick, but we'll talk about football celebrities, football stars. I like to see what they're investing into, and obviously him being the face of it, what type of liability is he going to have? Okay. Skeezy says, my teen son has been following all of the crypto stuff. I followed it some, but I still don't understand half of what comes out of his mouth. If you understand it, I'd welcome some help. Yeah, I wouldn't understand it too. Most of the time, I just cover that stuff and read the words. I don't really have much comment on that kind of stuff because it's just a little difficult and it's so new. It's so new as well. Richie, oh, here we go. Richie McIntyre says TJ and Amy are messy boots. Messy boots, talking about if you guys fire me, it's because of my race. No, if we fire you, it's because of your alleged sexual conduct and involving our TV show. Like, we don't want that nonsense. And married, like, you can't be doing that. That's not okay. Dasby says crypto is largely a scam. From what I know of it, I would agree. Dasby says some of it's scam on purpose. Some is simply people not understanding what they are selling and others not understanding what they are buying. Boom. That's what I said. Did they even understand how they got rich quick? Probably not. And then they encourage other people to do it after they already got their money. Similar to our Kim Kardashian case of the pump and dump. You thought you had an expectation that you were going to win all this money, and then you didn't. So now you're upset. Same thing probably going on with, well, FTX is bankrupt. But how does a crypto go bankrupt? How does a crypto go bankrupt? I'm going to need to watch some of Rob's live streams. Because, like, it's not an actual physical thing. So how do they go bankrupt? Did they start buying stuff because of maybe all the money that was put into the stocks, and then they started buying like buildings and cars and whatever else? Scam. That sounds like a scam to me. Cece says, oh my gosh, my teen son explained in detail NFTs too, but I didn't follow him 100% on that either. God, this kid is smarter than me. He's just in with the times. It's his generation. Dasby says it's a stock that doesn't do stock stuff like have a functional business behind the crypto. Instead, they sell dreams. Yeah, but that's what makes me wonder how they go bankrupt. Are they like buying an office building to run their crypto business out of, and then they didn't, and then people wanted their money back out of the stock, and then they didn't have it? Like, I just don't understand how they go bankrupt. And that's my fault for being ignorant on the case and trying to cover it on my channel. But that's okay. That's all right. Hello, Swanky. Welcome back to the live stream saying, what the heck? YouTube didn't tell me we started. Rude. YouTube got me tardy. Hello, Beehive. What I missed. We just went over the articles that we are going to look into today, but you haven't missed much. We've just been kind of catching up, talking mess about these articles, and we're going to jump into them shortly. But we are happy to have you back here. We have Kath saying OMG NFTs and the Logan Paul scandal. Was his NFTs or was it? Oh, his was NFTs, huh? His was NFTs. I wanted to look into that one too, but I just don't have the time right now. You know, your girl is trying to make a couple 100,000 this year. So I haven't had time to look into that and like CoffeeZilla's opinion on it. And then also I know Legal Bites did some opinions on it, and I want to watch them. I just haven't. I spent my time watching TikTok instead of learning this weekend. Let's see. Richie says, I've never understood the tangible currency acquired when you purchase crypto. I don't think there is any tangible currency unless you're like using your crypto to buy stuff allegedly on the black market. That's the only use of it that I know about, but who knows? Elizabeth Carmichael says, haven't really started to Hello Swanky, mostly just what's going to be covered tonight. Yep, exactly. Perfect explanation. Hello Swanky says to Daz Beats Cardova, what's good? Hope y'all are well. We get started off great. CC, it's one of those little things. Beehive, yes, we are here. Daz Beats says, people take their money out and poor management by the crypto creators. Yeah, so it's like the crypto creators have to be spending the money, and then more people are taking their money out than they have. Makes sense. That's what I would think happens. All right, so let's go ahead. We got a couple comments on the crypto. We got a couple comments on the energy drink. I think I'm gonna go energy drinks. We'll save crypto for later because we're probably gonna be a little bit confused. We'll put that one in the middle. All right, let's check out the article on Flo Rida. Like I said, if you guys missed it, Flo Rida is a rapper that was popular back in like the early 2000s. I did not realize he had a sponsorship, but apparently he had a sponsorship with Celsius, which is one of the more popular energy drinks that I have been hearing about lately, but I do not keep up with energy drinks, so I honestly cannot tell you which one is the most popular one. But Flo Rida is basically suing for Celsius not paying them. And the thing is, I did not even know that this case was a lawsuit until today, but they're in trial at this point. So we are late to the party. We're going to be getting a ruling soon. But yeah, they're in trial at this point. Did not know this was even going on. So let's check out what his testimony was like. What's going on with the case, and maybe that's why they covered it or they put this article out, because maybe a lot of people don't really know about it. And of course, your girl forgot to share her screen, so let's do that. All right, here we go. We're on Yahoo News. They went ahead and did thank you, no further questions. All right. They go, the music video for the song, which features Flo Rida sipping champagne and Celsius energy drinks, is one of the many pieces of evidence in a lawsuit the rapper is pursuing against Celsius Holdings, Inc., the Boca Raton-based company. Boca Raton, where is that? Behind the fruity energy drinks that has become something of a craze in the recent years. Yeah, I really just started hearing about Celsius probably 2022. Flo Rida took the witness stand on Wednesday to argue that he was shortchanged out of his share of the profits. So they basically have not paid him. Oh, I see something that is special. Let me go ahead and show. We have Skeezy. Welcome to the Bree Hive. Nice to have you. You are a new member right on time for our upcoming member stream. You are a new member. You get some badges next to your name, and you also get the cool emojis that StreamYard does not like to show us. So, everyone, welcome Skeezy to the membership of the Bree Hive. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. All right, let's see. Let's get back into the article. I'm sure there will be some chats welcome you into the hive. We are happy to have you here. All right, let's see. I think we got some people letting us know. Y'all know I can't pronounce them. It is called Boca Raton. Boca Rat 1. Y'all are all saying it different, okay? Boca Raton. Boca Raton. Okay. We probably just won't say it no more on the stream. I probably just won't say it anymore because I don't like being embarrassed. Okay. Flo Rida says, I filed the lawsuit because I did everything as far as doing my part. And with all due respect, the parties that be, I trusted them and they did not do their part. According to his lawsuit, the rapper, who was Flo Rida, whose real name is Tremar Dillard, was supposed to receive millions of dollars in stock and royalty after Celsius achieved certain sales goals, which it sounds like they did. Celsius reached those goals according to the lawsuit. Let's see, and then but Dillard's company, Strong Arm Productions, never received the bonuses promised in the 2014 endorsement deal. Yeah, see, I didn't even know Celsius was out in 2014. Yeah, I just learned about it probably in 2022. But I don't drink energy drinks, so of course I wouldn't know. So maybe he was more relevant back then in 2014. The defense argues the endorsement deal was no longer in effect in 2019 when their revenue skyrocketed and the company was no longer associating itself with Flo Riders. Products that capitalized on the Flo Rida name were repackaged before the sales increase, and Flo Rida was no longer entitled to the bonuses under the contract, according to the defense. Wow, that is a sassy argument. That's a very sassy argument. They're basically saying when you promoted it, your non-relevance led to more non-relevance of our Celsius. And so we repackaged, redesigned, rebranded, remarketed, and that's when we started getting customers. So no, you're not entitled to it. That's sassy. Basically saying that you didn't add anything to our campaign. 5 years later is when we started selling out, bro. That's a sassy argument there. Flo Rida sat at the witness stand as his attorneys from the prominent Fort Lauderdale firm Curly Usto displayed social media pictures of him holding Celsius beverages and posing next to celebrities like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Russell Simmons at Celsius-sponsored concert and yacht party. But what year was this? Dillard's lawsuit claims that his celebrity pay... Dillard's lawsuit claims that his celebrity paved the way for the drink company's recent boom. His 2014 promotion, I'm low-key on Celsius side. Where are y'all at right now? I want to see the complaint now. I want to see the complaint and I want to see the response. Maybe not the response because they're just going to admit and deny, but I got to see this now. I absolutely have to see this now. What do you guys think? I'm a little bit more on Celsius side. Okay. One of the photos simply depicted Flo Rida in a t-shirt with Celsius branding and the word proven written on it. Another of his lawyers, Christina Pearson, asked him to explain it. Everyone agreed I was a proven artist. At this point, I was proven anything I touched would basically be successful. Let me tell you something. I actually listened to some of Flo Rida's songs. Was I a fan? No. Did I think he was still relevant in 2014? No. Maybe I'm messing up my timelines here, but when I hear a celebrity say anything I touch would be successful, I'm thinking Beyonce. I'm thinking Taylor Swift, and I don't even listen to that girl anymore because I don't go to that school anymore. I'm thinking Jay-Z. I'm thinking P. Diddy. I am not thinking Flo Rida. Let me know. Let me know. Are you guys thinking Flo Rida when you be like, yes, if this celebrity promoted it, it would be, I would even say Kim Kardashian, even with her crypto promotion. If Kim Kardashian touches it, it's going to be successful. Flo Rida, on the other hand, is not a person I think promotion, sponsorship, success. Like I said, I didn't even know he was relevant enough to have a sponsorship. Maybe he was more relevant in 2014 than I thought. But hey, I don't know. Can't go back to 2014. But I actually listened to some of his music, but I didn't think he was that relevant. Okay. Let's see, he's a proven artist. Celsius stock was trading at less than $1 per share in its early years. Now a single share sells for $100. Dang, I should have invested in Celsius, even though I don't drink it. And I don't know how to do stocks. Don't listen to me. Diller also alleged that Jerry David, a former CEO at Celsius, misled him by telling him that sales weren't doing well, and he took his word for it. I trusted him like family. Jerry David will testify virtually on Thursday. So it sounds like Jerry would have already testified because this was last week. During cross-examination, high-powered lawyers with Holland Knight representing Celsius questioned Dillard on the extent of his role in the contract with Celsius and his duty as a brand ambassador. He admitted that he chose to put the Drink in My House music video on his own. Bad. Don't say that. That's basically saying they didn't tell you to do that, not as part of his duties. So that wouldn't necessarily count as promotion. The trial is moving quickly. Judge David Heim said Wednesday afternoon witnesses will continue to testify on Thursday. Okay. And that is the end of the article. I'm low-key on Celsius side. I don't know. I'm low-key on Celsius side. We have Uncivil Law in the chat. Hey, welcome Kurt to the chat. Welcome Kurt. I saw you on Natalie's channel earlier. I saw you. I didn't get to click on it because I was still working, but I saw you on Natalie's channel earlier. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for stopping by. We got to collab soon for sure. I don't know if this one you want to come on because it's a bunch of randomness that I'm playing around on. But thank you for jumping into the chat with us. I am going to go up a little bit in my comments so I can catch some people that came in and see what the chat is saying here. All right, everyone told me how to pronounce it. Tanya D, welcome in. Oh, it didn't pop up. Welcome in. Member and moderator of the channel. Nice to see you. All right, we got everybody saying hello. Look, Boca Raton. I'm just not gonna say it. It didn't require me to say it anymore. You guys are still telling me how to pronounce it. Hello Swanky says no, it's Boca Raton. I think Robin was being facetious calling it upscale. Okay, Skisi says yeah, what Robin said. Okay, Dabs B says I thought it was Roton. Okay, all right, guys. I'm not. I'm not. So happy you could join us, Tanya. Richie said the shade. Yes, Celsius said the shade. You were not relevant at the time that you were promoting this, or you were no longer our ambassador at the time that we blew up. So I wonder who they are attributing their sales to. If not to Flo Rida, then to who? And that could be an argument for Flo Rida. If it wasn't me, then who? Who made you blow up, Celsius? Because me, I'm a proven artist. Hello Swanky says to Tanya D. Okay, you guys talking. Hello Swanky says hella shade. Yes, the shade, the shade. Richie says, OMG, they said that to him while he was on the stand. I'm over it. Yeah, it got a little bit feisty in there. A little bit feisty. I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall there. Ooh, I wonder if you can watch it online. And well, I don't have time, honestly. I got a trial coming up. Dasby says, didn't they get purchased by Coca-Cola or Pepsi? Oh, I don't know. I don't know that to be true or false. Uncivil Law is in the house. Robin Bliss says, woo, ego much. Yeah, I mean, is it ego or are we saying Flo Rida talk about he was a proven artist, or are we talking about Celsius saying that he did not contribute to the sales? Richie McIntyre said, if they had to rebrand and remarket after his campaign, he didn't work out. That's what it sounds like to me. Of course, we don't have all the facts in front of us. I would like to see the complaint. I would like to see the answer. I would like to see some of the discovery. I would like to see the exhibits in the file to see kind of why are they saying this? Is he showing us pictures from 2014 and saying those 2014 sales led to the 2019 sales? I would highly doubt that, honestly. Especially at the rate that like Instagram and other social to be able to find that on a celebrity's page. Dasby says, I actively rotate Welcome to My House in my playlist. Laughing my butt. So, are you a Flo Rida fan? Do you think he's relevant enough to start those sales though? Hey, Kurt is in the chat. Everybody saying hi. Julia 4543, welcome to the live stream. Cowboy hat, of course. Love it. Okay, everybody saying hi to Kurt. Kurt in the chat. Richie saying, but in his contract guaranteed funds they owed him. But was there a we would have to see the contract. So we might have to go do some digging and find the court. I don't remember if it said it was a civil court, or I'm not a civil court, a state court or a state court or a what do you call it? What do you call the other court? A district court, because we would be better able to see it easily and probably for free if it's a federal case. But I don't see it telling us where it's filed, if we're in federal court or if we're in state court. So I will look at that to see if we can find the contract to see what's going on in there. But if there's no time limit on the sales, if it's just once we reach this volume, then technically he might still be entitled to it. But if it's like, okay, if it reaches this volume by 2015, then no, I'm sorry. And my guess would be that it doesn't have that date in it. Otherwise, he probably wouldn't have filed the lawsuit. Julia 543 says, hey, Kurt, hope you had a great birthday weekend. Oh, it was your birthday? Happy birthday, Kurt. How old did you turn? Are you going to tell us? I never tell my chat how old I am, so you don't have to tell if you don't want to. Shiro Kumachan says, if the stocks were so low and he felt everything he touched was gold, why didn't he buy some himself? He was supposed to get some as payment. And so maybe I guess they could still give him the stock. But yeah, if he goes from $1 to 100 and he was supposed to get like millions worth of stocks, then yeah, he will be rich. Happy belated birthday to Kurt. Saying thank you to Elizabeth. Skisi with the cowboy hats emoji. Julia 543 says Runkle in chat trolled Rob with Sawcon on Friday night when he was in chat. Oh yeah, I completely missed that tweet on Friday. And I was actually messaging Rob. I'm going to put Rob on blast right now. I messaged Rob and asked him if he was doing Friday Night Frenzy. He didn't respond to me, but he posted the tweet and I did not see the tweet. So I completely missed that live stream. I definitely wanted to join. I feel like I've been missing in action, collaborating with everybody. So I tried. So you guys should troll Rob next time he's live for not inviting me. I've been blessed with the Kurt emoji. I'm not pronouncing it anymore. Okay. Tiny D says, have you all done the YouTube things and hit the like and subscribe button? Thank you, Tanya D, always reminding me, because I completely have not said that since the beginning of the stream. If you have not already, go ahead and hit the like button and the subscribe button. Help us out in the algorithm. Let's get more friends. Uncivil said that he missed that. The trolling of Rob, I think. I will have to check that one out. Yeah, me too. But next time he's live, also troll him for not inviting me to Friday Night Frenzy. Okay, Robin Bliss is Flo Rida thinking he's all that. Yes, I would say full of ego, right? I don't know. I don't know. I just don't think Flo Rida is that popular as he thinks. Okay. Julia to Uncivil says Rob's Discord Hogue Love channel early Saturday. I tagged you with the timestamps. Okay, perfect. Kat says I forgot about him until today. Flo Rida. Are you talking about forgetting about Flo Rida? Richie says, sounds like another live. Yes. Yeah, I want to see the complaint and the answer and some of the evidence, because I don't know if promotion from 2015 would lead to success in 2019. I feel like that's too much time in between. But people do say you can blow up off of a YouTube video from 2 years earlier, but still that's like 2 years. I think 5 years is a stretch. I think 5 years is a stretch. Julia says, I'm excited to hear and good luck on the upcoming trial. Thank you. Thank you so much. I hope it goes well, because it does not seem like they're going to drop it, and I think it should be dropped for sure. Uncivil said he's 42. I'm old, or he said he's old. Well, happy 42nd birthday. And that's not old. That's still young. You got years and years ahead of you. Julia says, Bree, Rob was on a plane, and you're totally a 90s baby. Not sure when in the 90s, but 90s. I never tell my age. I don't know why. I don't want everyone to think I'm too young to talk about these things, so I just don't tell. See, Celtic says, don't panic. Yeah, 42 is young. Julie said, Runkle hosted on Hoag's channel. Yeah, I saw it afterwards. I saw some tweets about it the next day, but I was like, oh, I wanted to join. Tiny D says, 42, you're still a baby. I'm older than you, and I'm not old. Yeah, see? When you call yourself old and people that are older than you don't think they're old, they will let you know you're not old. Skeezy says, new member of the channel, by the way, guys. Became a member today. Said Rob was on an airplane and couldn't go live with Runkle, so Rob was defenseless, and they trolled him hardcore. Yeah, if I was there, I would have trolled him too. No, just kidding. Don't send them after me. Imagine birthdays for happiness. Welcome back to the live stream. Saying hi, Bree. Hello. Welcome back. All right. We got through one article. Did not think it would take that long. So are you guys like Team Celsius, or are we Team Flo Rida? Let's go ahead and put a poll up, actually. Let's do that and see if you guys are Team Flo Rida. We'll do who sounds right, because we don't have all the facts right now. So let's just say who sounds right, and then we're gonna say Flo Rida, and we're gonna have who else was Celsius. And then no one wins. No one wins. Someone gotta win somehow, but we'll see what you guys think. Go ahead and put a poll up. We haven't been doing polls in a while. All right. Let's go ahead and jump into, let's see. We had to think about Dr. Dre. I said that, but it's more talking about fair use, and what else is this talking about? Music politics. I think we can do this one pretty quickly. Let's go ahead and talk about Dr. Dre and Green feud over music copyright and politics. And oh no, this is actually more of an explain thing. So actually, we'll skip this one. Probably won't take him off of my probably won't take him off of the thumbnail, but I'll take him out of the title. We're gonna skip Dr. Dre. Let's look into, let's see who we got here. We got the lawsuit against Live Nation again. Let's look at another lawsuit against Live Nation. Why will this thing not close? This thing is huge. Oh my gosh. Let me see if I can get rid of it. Oh my gosh, it won't go away. So we're gonna have this big old ugly video right here, but let's see if we can get through it. All right. Where we at? All right, so we have, I want it to go away. Do you guys know how to get rid of one of these? I'm pressing the X, but it's not going away. Oh, it worked. It tricked me where the X was. So we got it to work. Never mind. All right. Let's see. We're in Los Angeles on Wednesday, January 11th. Los Angeles Superior Court Judge Yolanda Orozco rejected Live Nation's first attempt to end the wrongful death lawsuit over the murder of Drakeo the Ruler. Yeah, I had no idea what this article was, but I guess we're about to figure it out. The rapper was stabbed to death backstage during a brawl at the Once Upon a Time festival held at the Banc of California Stadium on December 18, 2021. Judge Orozco ruled that the late rapper's family could have a valid case against Live Nation if the allegations outlined in the lawsuit could be proven true. If so, it would make the concert Goliath liable for Drakeo's murder. Oh my gosh, Live Nation. I had no idea this is what this case was about. I thought it was another like ticket sale thing. I did not look into this, but Live Nation has now been sued for tickets. They've been sued for multiple fatalities because let's not forget they're on the list for the Astroworld tragedy as well. And now somebody got stabbed. That was like a month later, wasn't it? Because the Astroworld was in November 2021, and then this thing was in December 2021. How did I not hear about this? I don't know who Drakeo is, but I feel like we would have heard about this because Live Nation was already under a telescope because of the Astroworld thing. They're steady getting sued. Like steady getting sued. When are they going to go out of business? Jeez Louise. It has escalated to people passing away with these people. Okay. On February 25th, 2022, Drakeo's brother, Ralphie the Plug, filed papers suing the promoters behind the festival where the brother was murdered. The lawsuit reported by TMZ details the violent mob attack that took place after his brother's arrival at the venue. Additionally, Ralphie states that his brother made entry via a pair of checkpoints that he says were not secure enough. So people came in after him. Rolling Stone reports additional information noting that the suit is from Ralphie and other Stink team members. The involved parties in the case allege that negligence by the promoters is to blame for Drakeo's death and the severe physical, emotional harm they face. Live Nation argued that the mob attack on the rapper was a unique tragedy and nothing any promoter could have foreseen in planning the evening. Judge Orozco rejected the reasoning because they probably could have put more security measures into place to make sure that people that were not supposed to be backstage were not backstage. The lawsuit sufficiently alleges the security was lax at the second checkpoint, and despite the presence of security guards and metal detectors, some vehicles were not adequately searched or not searched at all, thus allowing the assailants to enter the all-access VIP area. Jude Orozco wrote in her ruling, or in the ruling. The ruling on Wednesday allows the case to move forward where Drakeo's family can gather evidence, but in the trial, the burden of proof is on them to prove the allegations are true. So they get to go to discovery and get evidence of like, oh, did they have 20 people at the security gate? And then on that day, they said, oh, never mind, we're only going to use 3 people or something of that nature. They get to go through discovery for that. Or do they usually have more people at the security checkpoints? Do they usually check certain other things at the checkpoints? On February 5th, 2022, Tiana Perttu, the mother of Drakeo's 5-year-old son, Caden Caldwell, filed a wrongful death lawsuit on Caden's behalf against Live Nation. The official filing comes less than a week after Drakeo's family announced plans to do precisely that. The suit alleges Live Nation was completely knowledgeable of the potential dangers posed to both their guests and the performers they hired based on numerous past incidents of violence and death at their hip-hop events. Rolling Stone reports Perttu's lawsuit is asking for $60 million in damages. There has yet to be any word on the status of that lawsuit. Well, that's asking for a lot. And then they just have the document there. Sorry, that took a turn. I did not know that is what that article was about. But Live Nation is always in the news. And at this point, 2021, they have quite a few tragedies under their belt. And I think that with that Astroworld incident, it might go in the plaintiff's favor to show that they are steady lacking security or appropriate crowd control. I don't know if this one will fall under crowd control, but it seems like they have a little bit of negligence going on at several of their events, hence why they're always getting sued. So yeah, that one was a tough one. I did not realize it was going to be that, but that is okay. All right, let's see what the chat is saying. All right, we got Tiana Richardson saying hi, Bree. Hi, glad to be catching another live. We are happy to have you here live. We have Julia saying to Skeezy, trolling was totally deserved. Chat let Runkle know Rob was ditching us and assigned him substitute teacher for the sparkle. The sparkle farts. Runkle was the substitute teacher. Okay, Elizabeth Carmichael says you are not too young. Fresh perspectives are good and needed. Plus, you graduated law school. Your opinion is earned. Thank you very much. I like to think that, but it's nice to have someone also confirm it as well. So thank you for that, Elizabeth. Cardova82 says, dear and beloved Kurt, you think you're old, sweetie? I could be your mom. I'm happy to have people of all age ranges hanging out with me. Hanging out with me. Is Kurt still here? Robin says, yes, 57 years young. Okay. We got do we have birthdays coming up other than Kurt's here? Hello Swanky says, I figured out her age, putting together enough clues over several lives, but I won't spill. Okay. Someone thinks they got it. Maybe we'll talk about it on the member stream. On the member stream, we'll guess Bree's age. Let's see. Skeezy says, Kurt, the answer is everything is 42. Wear it with pride. Yeah, that's prime age. Prime age. Saying hi to Tiana. Cardova82 says, great to see you, love. Okay. Julia says, you're definitely to uncivil law, you're definitely older than I thought. It's I don't know if that's nice. Skeezy has a good point. Enjoy the year of the answer to everything. Well, actually, that was nice because you're saying you look younger than you actually are. So that was a nice comment. All right, saying to Tanya D. Tanya D says another Live Nation. Yeah, we have another Live Nation, and the fact that it is a tragedy here. Amber Love, welcome back to the channel. A member of the channel saying, just making it home from work. Good evening, Bree and the Hive. We are happy to have you here. Happy that you made it safe home from work. Everyone saying hi to Amber here. Amber saying hey to everyone. Uncivil says, I can see through time. Tanya D says, Drakeo, Rafi the plug. I'm not old, but I'm too old for these rappers. Yeah, I don't know who they are. I'm just not hip. I don't think it's my age. I'm not hip. I don't have no idea who these rappers are. Kath says I can relate. Shirio Kamanchan says, did the article say that there have been fatalities at other rap hip hop events they hosted? No, they said that there has been other, what did they say? Other incidences. Let me see. I forgot exactly the wording that they used. Let's see. They argue that it was a unique tragedy, and then the judge says lawsuit sufficiently alleges that security was lax at the second checkpoint, and despite the presence of security guards and metal detectors, some vehicles were not adequately searched at all, thus allowing assailants to enter. I don't see where they said. I know they said. Yeah, I can't find it, guys. My bad. We'll have to rewind and figure out where that was because I'm looking here, but I cannot see it. So it might be in the last paragraph because I looked at every other paragraph but that. No, I can't find it right now, and I don't want to get stuck on that too much. All right. So, but they have said that their security has not been up to code or up to standard, basically, and other issues. But yes, there has been other fatalities because Astro World and Live Nation was one of the promoters of that. Happened the month before in November 2021. So yes, but actual intentional like stabbings, I don't know. Julia543 says to Hello Swanky, I think I had a pretty good idea several months ago, but I've forgotten the 90s baby is fun, Bree, and all that free time you totally have. Go listen to Mara Morris 80s Mercedes. I don't have that much free time. And when I do have free time, I just lollygag on TikTok. Julia says Sparkle Farts is Rob's chat. You guys let him call you that? I must not have watched one of his streams in a minute because I did not know that. Hey, I think it's better than wood. I think I like wood chips a little bit better. I like wood. I don't know if I would want to be called a fart. I think I like wood chips a little bit better. Oh man, let me see. It says I'm too old for these rappers too, and I used to be one. I can't keep up with the new artists and pop culture. I tapped out. They got to come up with new names. They can't just reuse the same old names. Julia said, "Not everyone gets to have a hive breed." But a fart? I don't know. I wouldn't go for that. Skeezy says Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, a famous book, the answer to life, the I'm gonna say this wrong, unknife, and everything the book was 42. Oh, the universe. Look, I'm gonna say this wrong. Oh, because it was a typo. The universe, everything was 42. Okay. Yeah. So where were we at? I forgot. That one took a turn that I was not expecting. Let's see. We're gonna save the cheating scandal to last and see how they're gonna bring in the race card in this situation. I wonder, this is just a TMZ article because they could just be talking mess and providing speculation, and there's no actual lawsuit filed to my knowledge. But let's see how they try to spin it, because we know TMZ likes to spin stuff. And let me stop saying them because they'll probably find me for just saying their name. Elizabeth says, pretty sure Rob's chat named itself. Well, they picked it. I guess if you guys want to be farts. Hello Swanky says, yeah, LOL, the reference she's familiar with has a clear cutoff. From there, you do some math based on two other facts she shared, but this is me minding my business. Okay, all right. We'll see if you win. We should do a prize to guess the age. Did I kind of say it on near? No, because I didn't stream near my birthday. Maybe I said it in November. I don't know. We'll hear what Hella Swinky says about her clues of how she figured out my age. Okay, Skisi says, no, we demand he call us Sparkle Farms. Well, that's okay. I guess that goes. I don't know. Maybe I'm too girly. I don't want to call my peoples that. We'll be hiving some honey though. Robin says, proud to be a Sparkle Farm. Alice Wiki says, actually, it is hilarious, but I'm like getting embarrassed saying it. I don't know. Like maybe I'm just too shy. Maybe I don't know. But I did not know that's what his chat was called. I like wood chips though. I thought that one was cute. Latanya D says, I think you said it on an earlier stream. I probably did and forgot, but that's okay. If people know, people know. We try not to put it out there though. All right. So let's see. We'll look at Trump's deposition being unsealed. And that might be something I might want to look into a little further too. So let's see. Have you guys been keeping up with this Trump defamation lawsuit that has been going on with E. Jean Carroll? I have. Look at this. This is absolutely ridiculous. Like, what is going on with this stream today? Why is his leg spread eagle? Oh gosh, now it's going to something else. Okay. All right. We got the spread eagle guy here. Let me know if you guys have been keeping up with the defamation lawsuit. I don't even know who E. Jean is, but maybe you guys do. Former President Trump's deposition in the E. Jean Carroll defamation lawsuit has been unsealed after an order from a federal judge on Friday. U.S. District Judge Lewis Kaplan, they got a typo. It says, the judge said wrote. Did he say it or did he wrote it? I mean, did he write it? While I'm trying to make fun of somebody else, right? Wrote Friday in his order to unseal the deposition that Trump's arguments to keep the deposition sealed are entirely baseless. Are we surprised? I'm sorry if there's any Trump supporters in the chat, but I'm probably going to talk mess about Trump. Are we surprised that his arguments to keep him sealed are baseless? Trump just talks. He talks a lot. Carol alleged in her lawsuit that Trump AR'd her. Oh, okay. Now I remember the case. AR'd her in a dressing room of the Bergdorf Goodman in New York City in the mid-1990s and said that her reputation was damaged in 2019 when Trump denied R-wording her. Oh no. In October, Kaplan ordered Trump to sit for a deposition on October 19, 2022. Carol is known as her Ask E. Jean column, which ran in Elle magazine. In an email to supporters in October, Trump said that Carol's claims are a lie. Eugene Carroll is not telling the truth, is a woman who I had nothing to do with, didn't know, and would have no interest in knowing her if I had a chance. Jeez Louise, hostile much. I had no interest in knowing her even if I had a chance. Golly. What did she do to you, Trump? Well, I mean, I guess she alleged you R-worded her. Did you actually do it? If you didn't, I could see why you said that, but geez, that was a little aggressive in my opinion. He wrote that in the email. I don't know this woman, have no idea who she is, other than it seems she got a picture of me many years ago with her husband shaking my hand on a reception line at a celebrity charity event. She completely, this is what Trump is writing, she completely made up a story that I met her at the doors of this crowded New York City department store and within minutes swooned her. It's a hoax and it's a lie, just like all the other hoaxes that have been played on me in the past 7 years. I don't know if this is true or not, but apparently there's a defamation case going forward. I don't think I was all the way familiar with that, honestly. Have you guys been keeping up with that? I definitely haven't. Let's see what the peoples are saying. Julia says, I may have been one advocating for sparkle farts. I'm fine being a puff of glitter. Oh, okay. I do remember that actually. I guess it just kind of slipped my mind. Well, maybe I just never knew that that's what the chat was called. But I do remember that conversation. I'm fine being a puff of glitter from a unicorn rather than a sliver of wood. I guess glitter is more valuable than a slither of wood. Others have thoughts. There's a work in progress to figure out a name. It's all good. Nissa Howard, welcome back to the live stream, saying Midas Touch have been touching on all the lawsuits and stuff that is going on with it. Yes, I'm trying to do headlines for Hope. But no, I really couldn't decide on what to cover today, and I didn't have a lot of time, so we're covering these articles, and they're interesting. I think they're interesting, short, to the point, interesting. Okay, we have Tiny D saying, I have not even heard of this defamation, so I'm interested. I've seen like a bunch of stuff that Trump had lawsuits going on, but I don't think I realized there was a defamation case, especially regarding someone alleging that he R-worded her. All right. Skeezy says, no, see what happened was Rob doesn't have a cool name like you. The Rob Hive sounds like a medical condition. Loving the Bree Hive. I never thought of it like that. But hello. Yeah, so sorry that, but I guess he has like the unicorns and stuff like that. So it definitely makes sense. So no, he can't have my name anyways. It took us a while to come up with that anyway. So no, he cannot be the Rob Hive. He can keep being the sparkle farts. Okay. Ashley Hempel says, I remember the chat, but can't remember who all advocated for it. Julia says, yeah, the decade is the closest I've ever go towards doxing Bree's age. Yeah. Not doxing my age. Chris Mullen, welcome back to the chat. Member of the channel saying, hey, Bree and everyone, welcome back. Nice to have you here tonight. Saying hi to Chris. Hello, Swanky saying hi to Chris. Welcome in. Good to see you in the chat. How's your week going? All right. Loretta says, nope. I don't know exactly what the nope is. And guys, remember, I'm on a little bit of a delay. So sometimes when you guys respond, I'm like way ahead or way behind. And then I talk a lot, so I forget what I say. So if you are going to write a one-word answer, just think about elaborating a little bit so we know what you guys are referring to. Julia says, as in, you remember which week it was. I'd love to know and rewatch that one. Didn't Sparkle Farts come from Night Wine and Lawyers and Dragons? Oh, if it was there, I probably didn't. I didn't see it. I thought he talked about it a little bit on his channel too. Shiro Kamachan says, "Oh, you're gonna teach me how to say it. Shiro-chan is fine to call me. All of Trump's messes are too hard to keep up with." Yeah, I know he had a couple of lawsuits coming up. So Shiro-chan, okay, I'll say Shiro-chan because it's a long name, a lot of syllables there. So Shiro-chan, I'll try to remember that. All right, we have Ashley Hempel saying, I think it was during Lawyers and Dragons, but no, can't remember exactly when. I'm too old to remember. You guys watch a lot of streams, so it makes sense that you wouldn't remember everything. Chris says, talking to Hellas Twanky, keeping up with the day. Julia says, so easy to name Bree's chat. Well, you guys kind of picked the emojis. I didn't even know these were going to be my emojis. So with the context of the sunflower, I think I wore like a sunflower shirt on somebody's live stream one time, and that thing just kind of stuck with me. And then Bree rhymes with B, and it just kind of came together. I had no idea that's what my chat will be called. So yeah, the chat really names itself. Tiny says King Alpha. Julia says, hey, Alpha, he already walked away. He just came from the gym, so he's going to be trying to get ready. Nissa Howard said, but I'll tell him that you guys said hi. Nissa Howard says the case with 45 is interesting because it took so long to get to court. What 45? Oh, the president. I get so confused. I'm like, wait, 45? The president with Trump. Okay. Yeah, but he had so many cases going on. I guess I just never realized that one of them was for defamation. Julia 543 says, and Bree's easy to name. Chat did take a while. That's true. Loretta says, sorry, I meant that I hadn't heard about this particular Trump mess. Oh, yep, exactly. Same like I've been saying. I guess I didn't realize that he also had a defamation lawsuit out, but I know he's had like so many other things out at the moment. So Nissa Howard says, Loretta, check out Midas Touch, especially with Ben Marcialis. I think I said that right. He breaks down on all the cars, and I'm assuming that might have meant cases. Tiny D says, you don't say his name either, huh? Because I got so confused with the 45. Okay, it breaks down all the are you saying that the Midas Touch breaks down, or Midas Touch, I don't know if I'm saying that right, breaks down all of Trump's cases? I will probably check that out. But I don't know if I care enough about Trump to check out what he has going on. I just thought this one sounded interesting because we can potentially look at his deposition and see what kind of answers he gave during a deposition. Okay, we are on to our Tom Brady story. If you guys have not already, go ahead and hit the like button. We have 46 people in the live stream, so I'm sure we can get some more likes in there if you guys haven't liked already. If you're not subscribed, YouTube unsubscribed you forgot to subscribe, whatever the reason, go ahead and hit the subscribe button to help us out in the algorithm and get some more friends here. We're trying to grow over here at the Bree Hive, share our honey. I don't know if that's part of our thing. We're trying to spread our pollen throughout the YouTube. So go ahead and hit the subscribe if you're not already. We have fun over here, right? Okay. Let's get into Tom Brady and crypto that we are all very confused about. But it keeps coming up in the news. So we're going to talk about it. We are going to talk about it. All right. So we have Tom Brady apparently lost an ungodly amount of money in the FTX crash. People have let us know that Rob, and I did know also that Rob is actually covering this case over on his channel, And he is I believe he covers bankruptcy in his normal life, so he is a lot more versed in this than I will be, or in bankruptcy and I guess in crypto as well than I will be. So if you guys want more detail into this case, go ahead and check out Rob from Law and Lumber that we've been talking about his sparkle farts. But yeah, check out his channel because he has been covering this. And we have a new member to the channel, J. Michael RN, always here supporting us live. Now a member of the channel. Thank you so much for supporting. You now have badges next to your name, and you now get to use the little emojis that I made for you guys. So thank you so much for joining the membership. Perfect timing for joining our member stream. What is that? Going to be at the end of the month. I haven't picked a day yet. But we said Saturday, so it's probably going to be on February 4th, most likely February 4th, because my trial is on the 27th. And I don't know if I'm going to be ready to stream. Oh, I might want to know because I need time to prepare for what I need to do on the stream. So, yes, we will probably wait to do that. But yeah, thank you for joining. Hope that you join our members a live stream where we can chat and talk about some of the things going on in the world. All right, so let's see what's going. Oh, wait, let me end this poll because it's been going for quite a while. We had 29 votes on the poll. Okay, it's not letting me scroll here. We had 28 votes on the poll. We had 17% say that Flo Rida will win. 21% says that Celsius will win, and 62% says that nobody will win. For you guys that watch LawTube or legal YouTube, whatever you want to call it, so often, you guys don't like people to win. It's always neutral. It's like, I don't care for either one of the parties. If you missed the explanation of this case, it was the first case that we covered on the live stream, so you can always go and watch the replay. But basically what is happening is that Flo Rida is suing Celsius and for profits that he said that he helped make by making promotions. But in the article, it definitely said that Flo Rida's promotions were from 2014 and the company blew up in 2019. And so the question is, did Flo Rida's post make Celsius popular in 2019? If those years are accurate. So we might cover it, honestly, to see what the allegations were and what Celsius' response was. So let me go ahead and end that poll and we will jump back into it. Let's see. Come on down, little screen. All right. We are back in order. Okay. Let's see here. All right. Let's jump into Tom Brady, FTX. Let's check it out. It's no secret that Tom Brady, golden age quarterback extraordinaire, way to hype him up, right? Was heavily invested into the now bankrupt crypto exchange FTX at the time of its disastrous implosion into bankruptcy. The tomato avoidant football. What does that mean? The tomato avoidant footballer was one of the crypto giant's most visible ambassadors, starring in FTX commercials and often taken to Twitter to tweet football-related crypto musings. But while he was understood to have an equity stake in the company, the terms of his agreement with exchange was never publicly disclosed. As a result, his losses in the collapse have been unclear until now. So let's find out. Okay, go away. In new bankruptcy court filings reviewed by Insider, FTX reportedly unveiled exactly how much equity its top shareholders held in the formerly high-flying exchange. And let's just say that if we were Brady, we'd be feeling pretty deflated. Per the docs, the flame-throwing Bitcoin miner, the language in this article is outrageous. The flame-throwing Bitcoin miner had a staggering 1.1 million common shares of FTX. And while it's still unknown how much money he may have actually put into his partnership with the company, considering the FTX was valued roughly $32 billion at the time of collapse, the entirety of rival exchange Coinbase was prospective owned only a hair more FTX stocks than Brady, 1.3 million. 1.3 million shares. I don't know what the heck I just read, but 1.1 million doesn't sound like a lot of investment, but if it was valued at 132 billion, then you would times that by a lot if I'm thinking about how the stock market works, because I don't know all the way. But that would be a big loss. That would be a big loss if I'm understanding this correctly. Dropping the ball. Alongside major investment funds like Tiger Global, Sequoia Capital, Skybridge, and others, Insider reports that the top shareholders include Patriots owner Robert Kraft, who had a little over 630,000 common shares, and supermodel slash neighbor to Tom Brady, Giselle Bundchen. I don't know if I said that right. Who clocked in just under 700,000 of the like. Brady and Bunchen also were married at the time, entered into the undisclosed September equity deal together. She's his neighbor now. Supermodel slash neighbor to Tom Brady. So his ex-wife became his neighbor? Is that not weird? Why would you want to live next to your ex? Not has nothing to do with the case, but geez Louise. All of these assets, insider notes, are likely now worthless. It's also worth noting that Brady and Buchan are also two of several celebrity targets of a massive class action lawsuit accusing FTX and its famous ambassadors of intentionally hawking unregistered securities to low information investor normal celeb times. I did not know. Did I know about this lawsuit? I feel like I don't remember if I knew about this lawsuit, but maybe we'll look into that, because that's going to be along the same lines as that Kim Kardashian lawsuit that we covered last week. Of the shareholders, or not the shareholders, people that invested based on Tom Brady telling them to invest, saying that they were tricked, basically. So we might want to look into that one too. Still alive. Alas, we're sure it doesn't feel good for the company that you own over 1 million common shares in to go up in dumpster fire flames. And in the same vein, defending against a related class action also doesn't sound fun. But we're sure the unretiree, the language, the unretiree, he still hasn't retired, and his old bag of bones have a few years left on the field and an announcing job on ESPN waiting for him shortly thereafter. Financially, he'll likely be just fine. Aw. They don't feel bad for him. The bite does not feel bad for Tom Brady. As for the potentially defrauded retail investors, we can't say the same. Okay, that was it. All right. So Tom Brady apparently lost more, but did he invest money into it? That would be, well, I guess it doesn't matter if he actually put money into it, because if it was worth 32 billion and his share would probably be a high percentage of that, if he was one of the top shareholders, he will probably own a high percentage of that 32 billion. So it would be a loss even if he didn't put money into it, because he could have been a billionaire and then he just lost it, right? I don't know the percentages of how many shareholders there were, how many shares there were, but it sounds like he could have been a billionaire just based off of that stock. But again, don't quote me. I don't know exactly how much it was worth. All right. Everyone saying hi. Do. All right. Let's see. Ashley Himbo says, did the YouTube things. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, hitting the like button, doing the subscriptions. Chris Mullen says hi to Julia. Couldn't remember the real name. Sparkle Park stuck in my head. Hello Swanky says to J Michael RN. Hey, good to see you back in the chat. By the way, I saw you in Nurse. OMG, forget her channel name. It was about the nurses strike though. Nurse Liz on Nurse Liz channel, I think. Chris Mullen says, being from Australia, I have no idea what's going on there with the case, so chose the neutral path. That is completely fine. Chris Mullen says, hi to Hella Swankies. That's good. Sounds like a great week so far. Yes, of course. Let me see. I didn't see exactly what was said. Hella Swanky says to Tanya D and Dasby, can you check the short link I created to make sure it takes you directly to the join page? Oh, to join the membership, or I didn't put anything in my description box today, so hopefully whatever you guys are looking for is easy to find. Shiro Chan, I think Shiro Chan, right? Says Brady has a weird diet regimen. That's what the tomato thing is. The author must be a fan. Well, they also threw some shade at him too. In my opinion, it was shade, but maybe it wasn't for the football world. Cardova says, objection. Brady is not a footballer. Footballers are the soccer players. Then what do we call the football players? Just that, football players? Objection. I love it. Julia says to Chris Mullen, I think I knew that Sparkle Farks was Nightwind's nickname. I just forgot him by now. But yes, to put it in school terms, Ghost Blade, Glitter Blade, and Nightwind. You guys are hilarious. I don't know what you're talking about, but it's hilarious. Julia says, yeah, we don't call NFL players footballers. What do we call them? Elizabeth says the flamethrower reference. You guys know all of it. You guys know so much. I just get on here and BS, but you guys be knowing the backstory to a lot of stuff. Elizabeth Carmichael says the flamethrower reference was to one of the FTX commercials with Brady where he was using a flamethrower. Yeah, I don't think I've seen that commercial. Chris Mullen says, hi to Hella Swinky. You're in LA. I've heard there's been a lot of rain there. It's good that you're not flooding bonus. Yes, of course. It stopped raining. Now that I'm thinking about it this week, I think a little bit over the weekend, but since the week has been going, I don't think so. Hella Swinky says, I'm just imagining students 40 plus years from now learning about this period in history in school. NFTs, crypto, and retired NFL players scamming social service. Not social services. Social media. They're scamming people on social media, or allegedly scamming. Let's say that. Right. Will this be in the history books? Maybe in like economics class. Maybe in economics. Do you guys think it will be in history? Hello Swanky, talk about the rain. Julia says Bunchin is right. Tom and Giselle have kids, so it's probably easiest to live next door. Okay, that makes sense. I don't keep up with him, so I wouldn't know who he has children with or not. Tanya D says, oh, that's shade in the article. Yes, the articles are way. You think that like complaints or allegations and shade, but articles are very shady. They don't have to be professional at all, right? And this says, maybe that's why he unretired last year. Oh, yeah. That's what I thought he did retire. So he retired and then unretired. Is that what y'all are saying? I'm pretty sure I thought that he did retire. Julia 543 says to Hella Swanky, oh, sweet summer child, we weren't making it through the 60s 50 plus or 15 plus years ago. They're not going to make it to learn it about now, even in 40 plus years. That is true. It might take a while for crypto to get into the history books. Hello Swanky says to Chris, OMG, so much rain. People think we're overreacting, realizing how much we've been getting and how dangerous it's been. A year's worth of all at once. Yeah, that is what it felt like. And I'm not in the LA area, I'm in the Sacramento area, but it has been very, very rainy. Tanya D says, I wonder if he will retire after this loss last night. I don't watch football, so I don't know exactly what you guys are talking about. J. Michael R.N. says, Nurse Liz, I am one of the panel members. Oh, yep, that's what I said. You're probably on Nurse Liz's channel. Cool. Do you have your own channel too? It's nice to see you guys on people's live streams, sharing your own knowledges. Julia says, wait, Tom Brady lost last night. I checked out of football for the year. Yeah, I don't keep up with football, so I would not know. Elizabeth says to Tanya D, Brady never should have unretired, so I'm not confident he will. He actually will. He should have retired a few years ago. How old is he? He's like in his 40s, which is pretty old for a quarterback, right? How old is Tom Brady? 45 years old, probably should not be playing football anymore. How much is Tom Brady worth? Since he lost all that money. 250 million, says Google. We don't know if that's the most accurate number, but that's the first number that popped up. So we'll go with that. So if he was one of the high share owners, let's say he just owned 1% of the shares of that company at $32 billion, he would have been a billionaire because he would have had $1 billion. So, but they're saying he's worth 250 million. You would think he would be worth more than that. I would think he would be worth more than that, but I guess not. Tanya D says they lost terribly to the Cowboys in the wild card game. Hello Swinky says to Julia, yikes, well, hopefully us public school education will be better by then. Nissa says, Julia, yes, don't care, only stayed up for the Mandalorian trailer. Lauren Lizard says, and deflated reference Deflategate. Yeah, I remember that. Cardova says to Elizabeth, running out of juice here. He has retired multiple times. He keeps unretiring. So if he says he's retiring this time, I'm not believing it. Guy's going to be out there like 59 years old playing football. Okay, guys, I got to skip some of the chat so that I can get to the last article that we have here. We have TJ Holmes, who I did not know and did not care too much about until, well, I still don't really know and still don't care too much about, but for purposes of content, it's an interesting story. And Miss Amy Roachbotch, what's her name? Amy Robach, I don't know. TJ Holmes and Amy Robach lawyer up for possible lawsuit because they think that race can be a factor. They don't think it has anything to do with their alleged affair that they was having behind TJ's wife. I don't know if Amy is married. I almost called her Rachel. I don't know why I think her name is Rachel, but her name is Amy. These are the people who it came out that they were allegedly having an affair, and they're on TV together. What TV show are they on? I forgot, and we're going to get into it on the article. All right. So let's see. ABC could be staring down the barrel of a lawsuit if it fires or pushes TJ Holmes and Amy Robach out of their anchor jobs, because we're told the two have lawyered up big time. And if it comes to litigation, race might be an issue. And remember, guys, this is coming from TMZ. So, I mean, let's take it with a grain of salt. But still an interesting point of view. Sources with direct knowledge tells TMZ ABC has not clued in TJ or Amy as to why they were taken off the air a month ago after their romantic relationship surfaced. Probably because you were having a romantic relationship and allegedly married. Allegedly. You are married, but allegedly having a romantic relationship with your coworker. You're not supposed to date your coworkers a lot of times. I don't know if ABC has the same policies. Okay, someone said there, Loretta says they were both married. Okay, so they're both married. Yeah. One, you probably shouldn't be hooking up with your coworkers as, anchors on TV, but you probably also shouldn't be doing that if you're married. So let's see. We're told they're confused. What are you confused about? You smashing on. Let's keep the stream PG. You're doing things you're not supposed to be doing in the newsroom. Inappropriate, allegedly. Let's see. They're confused and frustrated why the ABC News brass at first told people internally there will be no disciplinary action, and then the company did an about face. Our sources say Amy has hired Andrew Bretler, one of the best civil lawyers in Hollywood, and TJ has lawyered up with Eric George, a legal force who has handled numerous celebrity cases. Come on, y'all. Come on with the pictures, TMZ. Let's see. We're told, but Bretler and George want answers, which they are not getting so far. I don't know what answers they're looking for. What do y'all think? What do you guys think? Our sources say if ABC keeps TJ and Amy off air or fires them, The lawyers are ready to file suit, and one of the issues involve race. How does it involve race? We're told the lawyers will pose this question to ABC. Has ABC ever used the morals or conduct clause to fire or discipline two consenting adults at equal levels when both were white? So they're going to use TJ race? I should have read this before I got on stream because I want to say some things that I shouldn't say on my channel. Okay. Oh, get back into it. The sources go on to say it would be telling if this is the first time ABC invoked the morals clause under these circumstances with a black and white anchor. Okay, when has this also occurred again? So we would need to see when this has also occurred again. I did not do that research, so let's see what else they have to say. The sources go on to say that damages could be enormous if their reputations and careers are ruined as a result of discipline by the network. I think this is a stretch. I think it's a stretch, but let's see. One source says the only thing TJ and Amy can think of regarding what ABC thinks they did wrong was not informing them of the relationship in a timely fashion. To that, the sources say, are you supposed to inform your boss when you catch feelings? Come on now. We reached out to ABC so far, but no word back. All right, Amy and TJ. Y'all saying that if they was both white, they wouldn't get fired? Them being married and being co-hosts together had nothing to do with their relationship being, frowned upon. They think it's because he's black and she's white. I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. No. What do you guys think? Go ahead in the chat because I'm lost for words. I don't know. I think it might have a little bit to do with the fact that y'all are married and y'all out here flaunting and using your career to get in a whole relationship and then probably lying about it, sneaking, being immoral to your wife and your husband, immoral to them. So it will make sense to strike up the morality clause. But are they alleging that other news anchors on ABC have had relations and they were white, so that's why they didn't have to do the moral clause? Is that what they're saying? I don't know. I don't know about that. Okay. I'm lost for words. I'm checking out the chat. Okay, Julia says, well, having a relationship and not telling HR is probably an issue. Most likely an issue, right? Cardova 82 says, didn't they admit to it? If so, then it's not alleged. I don't know if they admitted to it, so I'm just saying allegedly because I didn't do all of the research on it. Hello Swanky says, Tanya D, that's what I was worried about. It worked for me, but it probably used my cookies. Okay, thanks fixing it. Okay, you're talking about the link for the channel. Okay, Julia 543 says, that's a little kissy to be alleged. Oh, right. They got whole pictures out here proving their affair, right? And I'm trying to stay safe and say alleged. There we go. Let's put the lovebirds up there. But apparently the company is disappointed because this white lady is dating this black man. Do they know how many interracial relationships there are these days? You think that's the only reason why they're upset with you? I don't know. That don't sit right with me. Hello Swanky says to Chris Mullen, oh God, that sounds terrible. I think you guys are talking about the weather stuff. Julia 543 says, say things PGify if you want, but then say things. Okay. Tanya D says, yes, we like feisty Brie. I don't want to be feisty. I'm not. I don't know. I'm just lost for words on this one. And I'm happy this one got saved for last because race And because you think that maybe some other white counterparts have done it before and that's why you guys are being fired. I don't know. Or get off air. I guess they haven't gotten fired yet. Julia 543 says, I'm probably supposed to tell HR before weekends away. On your business trips, you're potentially using your business trips to have little getaways because oh gosh. Shiro Chan says ABC is owned by Disney, so it was more than likely the both being married part and the infidelity. I would think that would have something to do with it. Why would ABC want to promote cheating on people's spouses? And then your news anchors, you're very prominent. People know who you are. People know that you're married. Like, come on now. Loretta says they were creepy the last week they were on together, or well, let me see. They were creepy the last week they were on together. I don't think race has anything to do with it. Yeah, I don't think so either. I'm not buying that one. So they can go ahead with their civil rights lawyers all they want to. They're probably just trying to make ABC think twice. That's what I would think. But I don't see any merits behind it. We would definitely have to see what the actual allegations are going to be. What they're trying to spin. Are they just trying to stay relevant? Who knows? Hella Swanky posted a link to join the membership. Thank you for that. And they're testing out to see if the links work. So thank you for sharing that. Because we got to get the members for the member live stream. Robin says Matt Lauer. I don't know who that is. Okay, Tiny D said the link worked perfectly. So if you guys are interested in the membership, make sure to check it out. Thank you guys for doing that for me. Hella Swanky says, I hate when people try to use race when it's not a relevant factor. It's pretty rare, but it's harmful when it happens. Yes. This is one of those instances where it's like, okay, you guys are pushing it. You just gonna skip over the fact that you was cheating. Like you don't think that has anything to do with morality here? Okay, you think it's all about being white and black? Okay. All right, they got the link to work. Julia 543 says it supposedly started when they were on assignment together in the UK. Fine happens and then tell HR, but for all sorts of trips to each other's apartments and hotels and whatever, and likely living off of ABC's dime. You're going on lover trips when they think they're sending you on a business trip. Like, that's inappropriate. Why would they want to fund your lifestyle? Come on now. Come on now. Okay, Cardova82 says, I will be willing to believe the race matter if they were to suspend / punish / fire him, but not her. Yeah. In this case, may well be that they broke the no fraternizing clause. Right. But basically, from this source, they're basically saying that it wasn't, since they're of the same level, then it wouldn't have been a violation of the, you can't mess with your coworkers. But in this situation, you're traveling together. I think I've read things about like when you go on business trips, you can't even like have your wife come stay in the same room as you. So why would they be staying in the same room? ABC was probably wasting money because they were booking 2 rooms when these two was just sharing 1 room. Maybe, I don't know. I'm just talking. These are not, proven facts or anything like that. But yeah, you waste ABC's money by sharing a room. By sharing a room. But no, I don't. This is almost like, it gives me bad vibes because when people pull the race card on interracial relationships where the woman is white and the man is black, it usually is related to like rape charges, and they're trying to use it as to the reason why they got fired. That just does not sit well with me. So basically, is Amy saying, well, if I would have been sleeping with my white anchor, I wouldn't have got fired? Is that what she's trying to say? Is that what she's trying to say? And then TJ like, oh well, I can't sleep with nobody because I'm black. Like, what is that the argument? What is the legal basis here? I don't see the legal basis. I know they hired civil lawyers, but What's the legal basis? I don't know. I'm about to lose my voice because I'm stressed. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, Julia says, it supposedly started. Oh, I think I already read that one. Yep, tell them later. Okay, Julia says, I deleted the first one that didn't make sense because I got distracted. Oh, I read the wrong one. Okay. Julia says it deletes in YouTube, but not on StreamYard. Yep. Yep, it's still on StreamYard. Hello Swanky says exactly, which is so ridiculous. Exactly. The arguments, I'm not seeing the legal basis. I would love to see it, but it's just not coming to my mind. Ken? I'm trying to think. Because even if there were two white people that hooked up that were news anchors, like how many times could that have happened before? You know? I don't know. I don't know where they're going with that. I have no idea. Tanya's just laughing because I'm confused. Witness says it never looks good when a colleague of the opposite sex goes into a hotel room. Yeah, just don't do it because people will talk. Yes, and ABC does not want people talking about their network. And you guys are like openly in love and you were married. You were just married, but now y'all laughing and run. I mean, I guess you can laugh and run with your coworker, but that one's not that bad. But going to log cabins and everything else that they were doing, I'm sorry, I couldn't. I thought I was showing y'all, but I wasn't. But yeah, that okay. You can go running with your coworker, but y'all was really on a date. That's wild. And then you want to say it's because you're black and she's white? I don't know about that, bro. Like, come on now. Y'all, look, you work together and everyone knows. That's not okay. I don't think it's because you're black, TJ, and she's white. Okay. Julia says, oh, I'm sure it's probably happened, but not that we know of at the national level. And is it or with ABC though? Because they're saying how many times have ABC not enforced this rule when it was two white colleagues versus this interracial colleagues, these interracial colleagues. I don't know. I don't know if it has happened often, specifically with ABC. I would like to see the arguments that they're gonna make because Matt and Sarah they hooked up and Julie and I'm sorry, I'm trying to come up with white names. I'm not trying to be racist, but Julie and Tom they also hooked up. But as soon as TJ get in the mix, it's a problem. Can we write the complaint, allegations, and shade? As soon as TJ got involved, I'm gonna get knocked off of YouTube. Maybe that's why my channel's not. Then maybe they already know. Maybe they already know I'm not for YouTube. Okay, Ella Swanky says they are really trying it, which is pissing me off. LOL. Like, just take accountability and go. No need to make things worse for the rest of us on your way out the door. Right. It's like they're trying to stay relevant and trying to make it seem like, okay, well, at least if ABC fires us, we're going to call them racist. Like, what? You going to fire us? We're going to call you racist. Get out of here. That makes no sense. No sense at all. Julia says, I'd be careful showing TMZ pictures. They're copyright. Oh, yeah, that is true. Yeah, I tried not to say their name. I mean, it's an article though. I think they're a little bit more raw on videos, but I don't know how they are on pictures. But we're done with them anyways. Julia says, oh, you already read that. J. Michael Arian says, what does opposite sex matter? What if one of them was Anderson so he gets a private room always? I think they all get private room always. I don't know of any business that's making that kind of money that make colleagues share rooms. I don't know of any type of business that make colleagues showrooms. And mind you, I don't work with every single business that sends their people on work trips, but I have never seen depicted in a movie or hearing from people on TikTok or on, social media saying they went on a work trip and they had to share a room with Bob. Like, I don't, I don't see that happening. Usually they get you your own room. Yeah. This is laughing. Says to Julia, fair use, she should be all right, especially with an image instead of a video. Yeah, I think they're a little bit more feisty on the videos, honestly. Julia says, you are for YouTube. I don't know. Not me saying as soon as TJ get involved. J. Michael RN says, what about Joe and Mila on MSNBC? Is that connected to ABC? I don't know. And are Joe and Mila both white? Because that's the allegations. Fat Baby Toodles, welcome to the live stream. Laughing and clapping. Amanda, Jessica, Caitlin, Heather, etc. 80s white names. Haha. However, my ex's name is TJ, but he is white. Yeah, there are a lot of white men named TJ too. But it's a prominent black name as well. But I guess it's not really a name, it's just letters. But my my grandpa and like a lot of his siblings, their names are literally just initials, so like they don't stand for anything. So I don't know if that's what TJ Holmes is like or other people, but I have seen quite a few white TJs pop up too. Julia says, oh, it's totally fair use, they're just a little too much like Law and Crime. Yeah, I would agree with that. They got me on the Megan Thee Stallion video that I played of her getting shot. I was like, really? TMZ? Hello Swanky says the way the auto detectors usually work is by scanning the audio from the copyrighted video. That makes sense. Fat Baby Toodle says, and also I'm an 80s Jessica. Yeah, typical names, right? Julia says, hello Swanky, that makes lots of sense. Witness says, no, usually each person gets their own room, but we used to share in the late 90s. Yeah, now I never hear of that now. Hello Swanky says, I've never heard of colleagues of different genders being forced to share a hotel room. That's wild. I don't even think people of the same gender share the hotel rooms. But the thing is they weren't supposed to be sharing it. They were just this is my opinion. I don't know if this really happened, but if they were staying in the same room, they were choosing. I'm pretty sure they had their own room assigned to them. They just shared their bed, I guess. Chris Mullen says, yes, generally separate rooms. Here also on business trips. Yes, makes sense. You don't want any of those liabilities, right? And what if like your colleague is an ex-murderer and your company puts you in the same room as them and then all of a sudden they're liable for, yeah. Probably way off base, but I don't see that happening a lot. Julia says, Fat Baby Toodles, I'm an 80s Julia. More unusual than Julie in the 80s. Nissa says, Joe and Mila are white, but on MSNBC, though they let people know they weren't married. And they weren't married. Yeah, so they have the intertwinement. I don't know if that's a word, but they're married, they're co-hosts, and we're talking about NBC. I don't think that ABC owns NBC. I think that's a whole different network. So they're saying that when has ABC enforced their morality clauses? Other news networks and whether they enforce their morality clauses has no bearing on ABC and if they're going to be considered racist or not. J. Michael N says co-host that married. Okay, that makes sense. Witness says never shared with opposite gender. Yeah, that makes sense. But like I said, I don't even see a lot of same gender sharing at this point. Robin Bliss says Joe and Mika were both single, and theirs is an opinion chat show, not a news broadcast. Good. You guys are good. You guys are good at finding the distinctions. Chris Mullen says, yes, a friend of my niece is named TJ. He's a white kid, but then in Australia, we love shortening names as much as possible. Initial is not unusual. Makes sense. Hello Swanky says, I went to school with a Joe Ricky, which was wild. It wasn't short for Joseph or Richard or Ricardo, just Joe Ricky. Mind blown. That is an interesting name, Joe Ricky. Just Joe Ricky. Robin says Walmart expects same gender coworkers to share a room on a business trip. Oh, for like the executives, I can see it happening, but I don't know. I don't think I would do that. Because Melissa says sharing a room, unless it's a suite with separate bedrooms, I guess. Yeah. No, they were making their own room shared. ABC was not forcing them to share. Hello Twiggy says, nah, I have heard of colleagues, teammates, etc. of the same gender sharing, but not different genders. Yeah. I could see that happening way more than opposite genders, especially if you're not married already before starting a job. Cardova82 says, perhaps Joe and Mila behavior in front of the camera helped them. Hello Swanky says to Julia, yep, I don't know why, but I'll never forget the day I called him Joseph in jest and found out it was just Joe. He was black, but his mom was white. Joe Ricky. That is a good name. That is a good name. All right, guys. I'm glad we saved that one for last. That is all that I have for today. Really got me thinking. I honestly want them to file this lawsuit so I can see what the actual allegations and the basis of their allegation is. So ABC, you have my permission to fire them. Just kidding. I have no authority, but I would love to see them file this complaint and see how they try to spin this race card. It doesn't make sense to me. Could it just be someone that says they're close to the source and really is just talking out their ears? I don't know, but it's not flying for me. It doesn't look like it's flying for the chat. If you guys have not already, go ahead and hit the like button. Go ahead and hit the share button if you can. Help the channel grow, bring more friends. And I will see you guys on Thursday. We should have some good content planned. But of course, as always, if you see something that you want me to cover, feel free to tweet it at me. Let me know what you guys want to hear next. So I will see you on the next live stream. Have